Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Real quick, what do I mean by live? I'm recording myself right now in real time, seeing the information, seeing the data for the very first time. In other words, I don't know what's coming next. So if you are looking for a video where the person's doing a trade recap or talking to you with hindsight in their favor, this won't be a video for you. But if you are open to the idea of an unscripted, raw, nitty-gritty look into what it's like to be a day trader and how day trading can play out, then I'm confident you'll find value here in this video. So I will go ahead and pause the recording software for now, and I'll be back at the market open. Okay, watching 204.50 here on Tesla for a potential short. Short meaning making money when prices go down in case you're a beginner, which would mean if prices go up, that would be a bad thing. But first want to see 204.50. So I will go ahead and pause for now, and if it looks like 204.50 is going to come into play, I will get the video rolling. All right. Seeing if I can get in here, but I missed it. Missed the move on Tesla, but I was also watching Bidu. So we'll see if I can get in here on bidu, watching 76.50 on that one. And watching 76.50. And at 76.62, so a little above where I wanted, but that's okay, because I like the setup. So now it's just a question of, can we get the break to the downside here? And we're starting to. Taking out 100. Just, I mean, it could still very well be a losing trade, but wanted to at least lock in some profits, do a little risk mitigation. Let's see if we can get the break of 76. Watching 76. Being relatively stubborn here. So I'm going to go ahead and just take out 100 more in case it does bounce off of this round number. There we go. Got the break. Still have 300. So I'm still making money on this move. I have 200 shares now. And once again, getting caught up here. So potential area where maybe it wants to bounce, but want to give it a chance. Would love a break of 72.50. Okay, took off another 100. You know what, I'm going to call that good. So there we go, $334 on that one. Let's hop over here to Tesla. Tesla, yeah, that was a move that I missed earlier, so that would have worked out fine, but still got bidu. But we'll see if I can get something over here on Tesla. Yeah, 203.50 could be an interesting spot. All right, I will go ahead and pause, but after the first trade, I am up 335. Did I hit record? Let's see. Please be recording. All right, I did hit record. All right, I will go ahead and pause the recording software. Okay, watching 203.50 here on Tesla for a scalp. I will go ahead and pause, and if it comes into play, I'll get the video rolling. All right, maybe coming into play. Oh, I typed in the wrong answer. All right, not the wrong answer. Typed in the wrong number over here. I missed it. Some of you are probably yelling at your computer. Hey, moron. Let me bring it over. I'll show you what I mean. I'm watching it still. Maybe try to get in at a back test, but yeah, you were looking down there saying, hey, you got the wrong number typed in there. So it did not execute. That always comes with the nature of these. And I'm not asking for pity. Nobody forced me to do these. But these genuinely are live. So, I mean, make fun of me in the comment section. It's deserved. All I say is, I guess go give a little compassion because this is live, meaning I'm talking to you. I'm trying to analyze. I'm trying to type numbers. I'm trying to make alerts in my chat room. I'm trying to, do a bunch of stuff all at once. So this genuinely is live. So again, I do deserve, give me a hard time in the comment section. That's embarrassing. But, just a little bit of understanding. That's all I ask because that was... sometimes that happens with these, but, and maybe, no, I would have been fine. I was going to say, maybe I lucked out with it bouncing back up, but like I said, I was looking for a scalp and it did come down nicely enough where I would have been able to scalp out some. Now, would that have been a great winning trade? No, a very modest winning trade. If not, potentially even a small loss. So maybe I did, I guess, technically luck out, but I don't know, like I said, that's just speculation because it didn't move enough for a scalp that would have given me a chance, but okay, I will go ahead and pause the software. All right, watching 205 here for a potential short. There we go, finally. Didn't miss that one. So let's see what it wants to do. Coming down a bit. Don't really like how it's acting though, so I'm going to take that out quickly because NVIDIA is giving 123. Not thinking fast enough. Nope. Sometimes my analysis isn't quick enough. I'm looking over at the 5-minute here on the other screen, and we got that 200 period moving average in the way right now, which is what gave me hesitation. Probably rightfully so gave me that hesitation. So in all actuality, it did not look as good as what I thought it did. And yeah, Tesla came down actually very nicely. Okay, I will go ahead and pause. But yes, that was still a quick little trade. Whoa, what's going on with LI here? LI. Whew. Wow. It needs to at least be alert in the room. I still do like NVIDIA, but that 5-minute time frame got me a little... do I wait? Yeah, probably should wait for 122.50. Or do I try to take maybe... Well, we'll see. We'll see the pattern. There could be another pattern here that forms where it doesn't make that 200 period as worrisome, especially if it's a scalp that I decide to do. All right, I'll go ahead and pause. Well, it's just not my morning in some senses. Turn my back for, 30 seconds and miss that move on NVIDIA. Facebook, though, potentially interesting here. Really just a question of do I think NVIDIA is going to follow these other ones down? All right, I will pause. All right, watching Facebook here and at 125.31. So let's see if we can get a move to the downside here. Markets are doing well, meaning they're coming down, so that's going to ideally help this position. Need a bit more. That was a move I needed, and I got greedy. Again, that was a scalp, and gave it a chance. I should have taken it out. 124 was my target, and if you go back, you'll see 125 was hit. But then all of a sudden, the greed stepped in. I thought, well, let's see if I can get a little bit more than 125. And then it bounced, and it cost me 75. Yeah, basically $75 because I got it at 125. Yeah, so I should be at one. Man, greed because of frustration because of some of these other ones that I've missed and then turned my back away. Because I wanted, I have the general, not that I have to hit it, but there is, for you longtime viewers, you've heard me say it over and over again, $500 a day keeps the day job away. And I should be at 500 now. But I got greedy because of that frustration, and now I'm at 443. So I got to be very, very careful now of not just going out there and trying to push, putting myself in another trade just for the sake of trying to get 500, trying to, feed the frustration. So I'm aware of it, which is good. And as traders, you're never going to eliminate all your emotions. You're always going to have emotions. It's just really a game of, do you recognize the emotions? Do you realize what the emotions can tend to cause you to do? Do you know how to battle back against those emotions? All those sorts of questions. But yeah, definitely got greedy on that one. 125 was my target, and it was smacking to 125. And instead of just taking that 150, putting myself up over 500, I wanted more. And then it started to bounce back up. And now it is, to be fair, it is down below 125. But at that time, I got the bounce, and I just couldn't risk it because I had already messed up the trade plan and had that thing bounced. Now, of course, it's easy in hindsight to look back and say, oh, I would have been okay. Well, yeah, woulda, shoulda, coulda, hindsight. That's easy to trade in hindsight. But at the time, gave it a chance to break 125. It didn't. It started to bounce. And I suppose to pat myself a little bit on the back, at least I realized the greed and realized that, the mess up in the plan, and just hopped out and still got $77 out of it, but half of what I wanted. No, Tesla, that seems way too risky now, down at around those lows. So I might have to just probably have to call it good, just because a lot of these stocks are at the lows. Not that they can't go lower, but it becomes more of a 50-50 in my mind now. And I'm not here to take 50-50 setups. That's gambling. I'm not here to flip a coin and gamble. I need to have some sort of edge. And it seemingly right now the edge is gone, and it's 10:06. And quite frankly, I don't feel like sitting here for another 30 minutes to let maybe another setup take place. I want to move on with my day because I do this for the freedom of time. This is one of multiple streams of income. So I called it a side hustle just because pretty much everything I do, I call a side hustle because I have a bunch of them. And when you add them all together, it makes it worth it. But yeah, for still, it's 10:07, 37 minutes in, $440 with commissions. Let's call it, $430. Not sure many places in the world where you can make $430 in 37 minutes. But yeah, I need to be done because there is, it's twofold. I got that little bit of frustration I can feel. I got a little bit of greed going on here, which you just saw. And then you combine that with the fact of a lot of these things are now down at these lows. So, and yeah, well, if you think they're at their low and could bounce, then go long. Fair point. But again, it's 50-50 either way, because it's 50-50 that they could put in new lows. I can easily see that happening too, but I could easily see it starting to bounce from here too, hence the 50-50. And like I said, I'm just not willing to take those. at this point, and a new setup could take place. But like I said, I want to move on with my day. I don't want to sit here for another 30 minutes for a maybe. If I knew that a setup was for sure going to take place, then yeah, absolutely. But I want to move on with my day. And at this point in my life and career, with 5 small children, I want to have the freedom of time. That's what I seek, not the private jet, not the Rolex watch. If you want that stuff, cool, go for it. I hope you accomplish those goals. For me, I just want the freedom of time. And yeah, $430-ish and 37 minutes, I will take it. So if you enjoy these videos, hit that like button, leave a simple comment down below. Everybody, thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good one. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only 1 losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.